I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Residents left homeless in the wake of the massive blaze that destroyed most of the Grandview Palace condominium complex in Loch Sheldrake April 14th may be able to find out when they can retrieve any salvageable belongings when they attend an emergency meeting at Fallsburg Town Hall this evening. A timetable for access to the two buildings left standing at the site of the former Browns Hotel will be discussed amid safety concerns and ongoing investigations. More than 90 residents were forced to flee after flames ripped through the 396-unit complex. And while fundraising and clothing collections continue for those left without a place to live, investigators attempt to determine what touched off the mammoth blaze. Meantime, in Middletown, two separate fires damaged a business and a city residence over the weekend. A three-alarm blaze that broke out late Friday night gutted the engine shop, an engine repair facility on North Street. There were no injuries and no word concerning the possible cause. And there were no injuries or word of what started a two-alarm blaze that broke out early this morning at number 10 Lake Avenue. Repairs were being made late this morning to the upper floors of the residence that were extensively damaged by fire, smoke, and water. After months of often emotional debate, members of the Orange County Legislature are now being asked to take a big step towards construction of a new county government center. Beginning today, County Executive Ed Diana is asking two legislative committees for approval to spend $14.6 million for the planning and preliminary work to demolish the existing building and replacing it at a total cost of about $75 million. Committee support of the county executive's bonding request could effectively end the long-standing arguments over whether to renovate or replace the vacant 42-year-old structure. The actual vote on the funding may not come until Wednesday. In Orange County Court today, a grand jury handed up an attempted murder indictment against a Goshen teenager for the shooting of a young woman outside a town of Wallkill Motel last November. 16-year-old Tevin Williams, who goes by the nickname Trigger Tray, is accused of shooting 19-year-old Ilona Carter of South Fallsburg while she sat in a car in the motel's parking lot. She survived a serious head wound. Williams will be tried as an adult in that case. Earlier, he was charged as a juvenile offender for a shooting that wounded another victim in the town of Wallkill last September. Also today, the man arrested following the hit-and-run death of a Monroe woman earlier this month in Cornwall was arraigned on a felony charge of leaving the scene of an accident resulting in death. 29-year-old Baruch Emmanuel Medina of Danbury, Connecticut was apprehended after the body of Veronica Gutierrez was discovered on the Quaker Street ramp of Route 9W April 8th. Bail for Medina, who was wanted for a felony DWI and bail jumping, was set at $200,000. Well, all this week you will be running a greater risk of getting caught using cell phones and other electronic devices while driving. State police are pouring more resources into the enforcement of the tougher texting while driving law that passed last July. The Operation Hang Up campaign began today and runs through next Sunday. Texting while driving is now a primary traffic offense that carries a 3-point penalty on your license. Troopers issued more than 800 tickets during the first Operation Hang Up campaign conducted over last year's Thanksgiving holiday weekend. It opened its doors last July, but today West Point officials celebrated the official completion of the Military Academy Prep School. The $104 million project was undertaken after federal officials closed the preparatory school at Fort Monmouth, New Jersey years ago as part of a base realignment plan. Despite being unfinished, the prep school had opened to 246 new cadet candidates last summer in a 256,000 square foot building that features barracks, classrooms, a dining hall, and an athletic complex.
This is the preparatory school for the United States Military Academy. And here young men and women from every state in the Union, many of them former soldiers, come to best prepare themselves for service, first as cadets, and then much more importantly, as commissioned officers in the United States Army.
Now that it's finished, prep school students will no longer have to use some of West Point's own facilities. And it was hands-on learning to the max Saturday at SUNY Ulster in Stone Ridge, where teams of students from local schools competed in the annual Science Olympiad. The program consists of both individual and team events that involve interactive math and technology challenges, including in one scenario, the creation of a mousetrap vehicle. Winning teams from throughout the state will now battle for the spots in the 28th annual National Science Olympiad that will be held next month in Orlando, Florida. Clouds and the threat of more rain will dominate our weather for much of the week. Tuesday will be mostly cloudy with a chance of a passing shower. The highs will be in the upper 50s. Wednesday will feature a mix of sun and clouds with temperatures getting up around 60 degrees. Make Record Online your place to stay on top of breaking news and read about all that's happening in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.